Yeah.
though.
You never the ones you think aren't, and the ones that you think aren't are.
Here we are. We
Yay.
are live. I definitely had people say they were coming, so we'll give a few minutes. Oop, I see a couple popping up.
I wish I could see the
Hello.
people popping up. I can see the comments, but I can't see the people.
Yeah, you know what? I see like a little, do you see a little eyeball at the top?
Mm-mm.
No.
I think
Okay.
that's just for you because you're the boss of
Because I'm
everything.
the boss lady. I'm rarely in that role, but
Right. So enjoy it. I'll let you have it.
okay, my friends, we are so excited to be back. Hello, Justina. I was just gonna say, I was hoping you were gonna pop on. We're super excited. Um, now since she's on the phone, I apologize. My dogs are in the room. I can't
They're
win
just
either.
having fun. They want to be a part of it. Did you get
Justina,
it?
the
Oh no, that's just the sample.
Comate comes tomorrow, so I couldn't include it.
Is that
I
is that how you pronounce it?
how did you like that? Comet,
Comate.
comet, comate,
I would be
comate.
like comete.
Whoever I know, I get corrected on my pronunciations a lot. So, anyways, actually, I have to tell you, Mandy, it has almonds. It's like bitter almonds. Like,
I saw the notes and I'm like, man, that looks like something I would really like.
I will send you a thing.
Okay.
Oh, Justina, I love it too. I'm so happy. I was all excited when she said she loved it. Then my sample was showing up the same day. So,
If I love it, I feel like I'm going to need to go ahead and buy the full bottle before they raise prices again. I feel
well,
like they're doing that like every 6 months.
it's too crazy. I almost died. I was like, oh, because I
It's
remember back in the day when I bought
yeah.
those $200. It's like insane. So,
Yeah. I feel like that's across the board though with a ton of companies now, a ton of houses. They're just and I think they're just doing it cuz maybe stuff is more expensive, but also it's just cuz you can,
yeah,
right?
materials are up. We're
Yeah.
feeling the squeeze. But anyways, I just wanted to we're so glad we're here. But today, actually that would fall in a great spring.
Spring.
Today's all about spring scents, and I was laughing because we were pretty good. We came up. I usually have to
Yep.
overthink. Hello.
Hey. Yeah, I usually I don't put like seasons to my
Yeah.
perfumes, but there are some that really shine more in the spring
Uh,
than not. And there's a couple I have for the summer that I will only wear in the summer,
right.
but that's about it. These I'll wear all year long, but they do really shine. Ooh, we were just talking about Norway, weren't we?
Yes. Hello, Norway, Brock.
I want to
Tanya.
come to Norway next year. So,
We're
oh,
dreaming and scheming.
yes.
Oh, I'm going to Rome, everyone, in a couple months, and I need hello, Farah. I need suggestions. So, anyways, just throwing it out there. I
I need
haven't like
to get with one of my girlfriends. Rome is her favorite place. They're going to buy a house there eventually. They've gone so many times, so she will
oh,
definitely know. I'll let you know.
I okay, good because I've been before, but I was young.
Yeah,
And
they've
like,
been
this is
counting.
like hello, everyone. Okay,
Hey.
we've got some goodies here. We were just saying that we're doing spring scents, but that we agree that you can wear fragrance any time of year, but some of them shine more. Hello, Debbie.
Hey.
I love veggie loving accountant. That makes me happy from Louis. Or no for the spring. Okay. Anyways, okay. Do you want to kick it off?
Yeah, but I don't know with what. I guess I will kick off with what I'm wearing today. Let me pull
Ooh,
it up on my phone because oh look, it just came up. Watch now live with Abby. Abby Bliss. It was just on my phone. Okay,
me.
this is what I have on today, and this is the newest full bottles to my collection. I have had this in sample sizes. I've gone through sample sizes. I knew I loved it before Twisted Lily sent it to me. And this is my second favorite, and this might be a good leeway into maybe your first one. This is my second
Yeah.
favorite from this house, and it is from Matier Premier and Parisian Musk. This is definitely a year-rounder, like hands down. I think a lot of musky scents like this. What's the other one? For Initio.
Musk therapy.
Musk therapy. I could not.
That's my
I've got a
favorite. I
decant.
love it.
Something like that. It's all year round because
Yes.
it's just fresh and clean. And like a lot of times people will say musk scents smell like skin, just like clean skin. This one's a little bit different. It has ambrette in it,
Ooh,
which
I like
looked up how to best describe what ambrette smells like because Google's going to do it better than I can. And it says it's ambery, sweet, musky, slightly animalic with a fruity facet between pear notes, reminiscent of the famous Williams pear or plum brandy. I thought that was interesting. This is okay. It has a little bit of a Santal 33 vibe, but a lot of people don't like Santal 33, and I understand why, because it can leave kind of a pickle juice. Like some people pick up pickle juice, some don't. This is the best parts of that without the pickle juice and just a very clean, fresh skin scent. Like I can smell it more than a skin scent, but you know what I mean? It's clean skin. This can go again all year round, and it's going to be one of my favorite ones to layer with. I love layering musk scents with all other kinds of scents. Florals, tropicals, gourmands, boozy. Like it's so fun to layer a musk because it just brings out different facets of other perfumes. And I love this house.
Yeah.
I also have a little bitty of the crystal saffron, which I just love these little bottles.
Wait, that is the cutest.
Is that not the cutest thing? It's a 6 ml, and you can buy it for like, I don't know, $30 or something.
I want all of them in that like little itty bitty.
I know, they're so cute. But this is so good for all year round, but especially for spring. And it's one of those no-brainer. If you can't figure out what you want to wear, you're gonna feel like it matches every outfit, because I sometimes match my perfumes with my outfits. Totally. You're gonna feel like it matches everything, every mood, every time of year. It just works. I really like it.
I love the when in doubt. That's the one to go to.
That's the one to go to.
That's a perfect segue. And this is the next one I'm sharing is actually a Mandy made me buy it fragrance. Okay, I have two little dogs in here because they were scratching, and then I thought I'll let them in, and so now of course they're going to act bad.
They're just puppies.
Okay, so this one though kind of just screamed. I kind of put this in the category as a full-on floral explosion because spring, especially here, you all, it's like so. We're having some beautiful weather and the cherry blossoms are out, and like Portland just completely shines when the sun comes out. And so it just has been so gorgeous, so beautiful. And then it just reminds me of flowers. And so this is from the same company, the Matière Premiere. This is French flowers. And this is, you guys, this is unabashedly, flower explosion, tuberose, like this, but I absolutely love it. And even for those of you like, okay, I would say Mandy, I was so surprised that she loved this so much because she's not necessarily like a floral girl.
But when it's tuberose.
But yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
I love my tuberose. Here, buddy. See, and my this here too. Look.
Oh, good. You know, it's so funny. I love how yours is the big and I have like the so this one reminds me of, is it Fracas? I used to wear this back in the day.
But it's not as like
dated.
It's not as dated. It's not as like, I don't know, knock you down as that one could be.
And so that was what I wore. Like, this is aging me, but way back in the day, and all the stars wore it. And I had to go get my bottle, and it was just like 80s, loud and brash. And so this one I feel like is this modern take on that fragrance. But again, bringing it into the 20th century. And I just love it.
Good. It is so, so, so good.
It is so good. And I just kind of love the fact that it's just like, just full on. There's no excuses. This is what it is. French flowers. It's, what it says. The tuberose in here is just so stunning.
It doesn't change. Like when you get what you get when you spray it is what you get for the entire life of the perfume. Like it's not going to get sweeter in the dry down or anything like that. It is what it is from start to finish. And I like that a lot of times. Sometimes I don't want to be taken on a ride.
Ginger, green pear. It has green tea leaf. And then I think I just kind of said fleshy, like it's just explosion. I don't know. I love it. So I was just so excited and this is not something I wear. Like you kind of have to be in the mood, wouldn't you say?
You do. And this one is one that I rarely like bring out in the fall and winter. Like you could wear it, but it just screams like warmer weather. Flowers are, blooming. It's really just so appropriate for this time of year.
Oh, I love it. I feel like we kicked off with 2 good ones.
I know. And I'm going to follow up on that Floral. And I'm going to talk about this one. And here's the thing. With this is one of my favorite houses. I've talked about it so much. And some people are so tired of me talking about it. No. But it's also some of the most polarizing scents, especially in the X-ray category. And this is from Maison Crivelli. And this is their new one, except they have the new Selfridges exclusive, which I'm dying to buy. But I don't know if I can bring myself to
getting it. I told you to go.
I know, because Crivelli's, even though I have loved I might be the only one on the planet that doesn't love hibiscus mahajad. Like everybody else raves about it. I didn't love it, but all the other X-rays, I'm like, yes, love, love, love. I probably just need to buy it. Anywho, this is Tuberose Astral. And this is flipping amazing. But I think that my nose just loves Crivelli. Like, because Patchouli Magnetic is still my favorite perfume of all time. Very polarizing, doesn't get a lot of good reviews. However, there's a lot of people that will message me and say, I love Patchouli Magnetic. I don't know if it's just the people leaving the reviews. Oh my goodness. This is so good. And it does not have good reviews. Quentin Biche did this, who also did Patchouli Magnetic, who also did Guidance, who also did a lot of the other ones that I absolutely love.
Is it not
But apparently he just makes polarizing sense. Okay, this is a spicy tuberose. So it is not like French flower. You can smell the tuberose, but it is like on one end French flower, on the other end is the tuberose astral. Like they're not at all alike because this has spice in it. And when you look at Fragrantica, it doesn't have all of the notes listed that's on the website. It has cinnamon, tuberose, osmanthus, musk, leather, and carrot seed.
Oh, is that carrot seed?
It kind of gives me an irisy type of smell. Carrot seed does a lot of times, but I don't get that in this. I get tuberose and cinnamon, maybe a touch of the osmanthus, which is kind of like peachy apricot. I don't get leather, so I'm not really sure where that's coming from, and maybe a little bit of musk. But to me, it's a spicy tuberose, and I flipping love it.
Does it have?
Do what?
Is it vegetal from the carrot seed?
Not like, how you see some that has tomato listed in the notes and that's a thing now. No, the carrot seed really makes it smell irisy to me. It gives that almost orris root type of thing, type of smell. Just get your nose on this. It was sold out at Twisted Lily, so it a lot of people wanted to try it.
Yeah.
It's back now. Oh, I love Lise Olberg too. Yeah. Look, there's not much from Crivelli that I don't love. I really don't think there is anything that I don't like from their line, but this is so good. If you like tuberose, you must get your nose on this. I can spray way more of that than I can Patchouli Magnetic. Patchouli Magnetic is like 2 sprays or no one wants to be around me, even if they love the smell, because it's so powerful and it will last 24 hours on my skin. I can spray 4 or 5 of the tuberose and I'm fine. And it
I
just
lo
smells so good.
And when you say spicy tuberose, so like cinnamon,
Not
like
yeah, not hot spicy, but like
yeah,
the cinnamon type of spice, but it's
kind of
not a baking you know, it doesn't
no.
smell like it's very hard to explain.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
maybe I'm just
that's
having an off night because I'm wondering how I'm gonna explain any of these scents, but
you're you
it
did a great job.
to
That's why
me,
you
it's
just
just spicy tuberose. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay.
So good.
That's one I wanna get my nose on.
Yes. I need to send you
Uh,
some.
okay, so I'm gonna go with a new one, that is very exciting. This one is like spring in a bottle, okay? So,
Oh, yes, I
number
think I
1, we're gonna come up like this. I'm gonna slowly
it's
bring
the
this up.
bottle itself. Ugh,
Okay, so you guys, the bottle itself, I have to admit, I was already just like, "Oh my gosh."
so beautiful.
Doesn't it look beautiful and like mermaid
Yep.
glow? So as you can see, this is like femininity, like this fragrance is spring. Um, this is gonna feel so definitely pretty. My first, when I smelled this, I was like bridal scent all over this, or
Mhm.
mother of the bride. So put yourself in that kind of, and this wedding is going to have to be in the spring summer zone.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's why I feel like it's perfect for spring. From Roja Perfumes. How do you say it?
I mean, I guess Roja
Someone
Roja's not
said
right.
it was Raja, Raja,
Raja,
Raja. Yeah. So
y'all,
just
I don't say
apologize
anything
in
right, so
advance. I'm not trying to butcher any pronunciations, but this one is going to have mandarin and peach and peony and violet, musk and pink pepper, a touch of lily of the valley. So this one, to me, I laughed because it does have a bit of kind of mass appeal designer feel
okay,
to it.
okay,
Specifically, my sister wears Dior J'adore. So
okay,
that is her, okay? Like, and she's only gonna ever wear that. That's her scent. And
okay,
so when I first did this, I was like, uh-oh, it has a touch. It kind of gave me that genre,
right.
but with his kind of more smooth, I find,
Mhm.
I love it when she wears it. It's just her. It smells so good. It's kind of fresh. And
Right,
there's almost a teeny bit of shampoo vibes in here.
okay.
But I say that in the best way, but I kind of think of that as J'adore
Yeah,
too.
yep,
Um, and so I'm just worried that I think when you first smell this, you're going to be like, this kind of smells designer, Dior, J'adore. Why would I spend this money?
right,
And then it's really in the dry down when the magic happens. And I think that was at first, I was like, this is very lovely and easy to like. And,
right,
it's going to smell great. But then when you get this dry down, it is going to become a little bit more almost seductive, a little
okay,
bit kind of elegant. Again, think of like you're a bride on your special day and you just want to feel like $1,000,000. That kind of scent. I feel like the bottle kind of exudes
yep,
that, and that's what the dry down, I would say. So if you can hold out, get past like the beginning sort of.
designer part of it, yeah,
Yes, yes. Then the specialness is going to come down. The dryness is so good. And this is like compliments galore because
is it long lasting, do you
it's
find?
all, yes. And I
Okay,
think for me, I liked the fact that that initial kind of was like, woo,
yeah,
went away. And then the little bit of the specialness came out in the dry down for me.
mhm,
And I'm trying to think, I think I said bridal scent, feminine. I said it feels very like classic kind of, but in
right,
a good way, not in a, I think when I say designer, there's nothing wrong with designer
no,
scents, like the mass appealing for a reason. Um, We all want to
Yeah.
smell good. And I think it has that. I think that slight shampoo vibes. I like that a little bit, a little soapiness, a little like in the good way, like not some cheap shampoo, but like it has a cleanliness
Yeah.
to it. So I don't know. It's just really beautiful.
The
And
bottle itself, like,
I mean,
if only I had
honestly,
that bottle, like, when I got married, the pictures that it would have made, like, because
yes.
always ask for that. What perfume are you wearing? What kind of special things do you want photographed? And I love to see what my brides wear, and
Don't
it's
you
always
feel like,
something designer.
yeah, this to me just feels like something special you could
Mhm.
gift to a bride. Also, I think mother of the bride would feel like the whole bridal, like, I feel like everybody would
Yeah.
love this. So anyways, this was my newest baby, but I knew this
So
bottle when we saw
pretty.
this, we were like, oh, so pretty. Very pretty, feminine, kind of what you'd expect, but just get beyond some of the
Initial.
yes,
Okay.
dry down.
Well, now I want to smell that one too. Is it too floral for me? Like, honestly.
You know what? I think that you're gonna like the dry down. I think when you first put this on, I think you're gonna be like, but
Yeah. Probably.
yes, because it's definitely, it's a floral,
Yeah.
that lily of the valley, I think also is giving me, Jessica McClintock. I'm
Yeah.
aging myself here, but
Yeah. No,
that,
yeah.
there's like a little bit of nostalgia in here, but then that disappears, luckily, because otherwise I think you'd be like,
Yeah.
and that goes away. And that's why I'm saying the dry down is where it's at. And I think you just got to give it a little bit of time.
Okay.
And then you'll love it. So I think, let me just send you some
Okay.
because
I'll take it
I
because I
think
want to get my nose on it for sure.
yeah, I know you won't get the pretty bottle experience, but
I know, but that's okay. You'll just have to send me a picture of that, and so I can look at it all the time. I'm trying to look up the next one that I'm going to talk about because I think it has some kind of explanation. Let me see. Maybe not. Okay. This one is, I remember the last time we did a live and we were asking people, like, what do you want for us to talk about? And a lot of people were saying, spring, and a lot of people were saying green,
yes,
like perfumes, and this particular perfume is something that is proof that never say never, because it has
yeah,
two of my least favorite notes in it. And I have always said I'm not big on green scents. And as a whole, I'm not. It's not something I'm going to go seek out. I'm
yes,
not going to Google what's the best green scents out there. But when I smell something and it happens to be green, I kind of surprise myself. This one is from Chanel. And we were talking at the beginning of the, live about how their prices have gone up, and they have. But this is one of the more affordable ones in the fact that you can get, I think the 4.7 ounce is only 150, which for Chanel is not bad because it is, what do they even call these?
low.
Low something. It's not on the, for
I
granted.
like the flankers of those.
Yes. So this is, I just have a decant, but when I run out, I'll get the full size.
Yes.
This is called Edinburgh, which is Edinburgh. That's Scotland, which if you don't know, their place.
That's where she belongs, people.
That is where I belong. I was supposed to be born there. If you don't know, this is described as a woody, aromatic, fresh, spicy, and lavender scent. And I hate lavender. I mean, as a whole, and it's not just, I don't like the smell of it. It really turns my stomach. Like it kind of gives me a nauseous feeling, but it works in this one. And it also has juniper berries in there, which I also hate because it reminds me of gin.
Yep.
But it so works in this. The juniper berries, I think, give it like almost a sparkling effect. Oh, September would be good too. This is one I would wear all year round for sure.
Yes.
But it has cypress, juniper berries, cedar, lavender, vetiver, musk, and vanilla. And I don't get any of those more than I get another. I really don't get any vanilla. It is just very woody and green, and you feel like you just walked outside when stuff is blooming. It just rained. There might be a little dew on the grass. It's just a fresh green. Yes, refreshing, uplifting. Farrah
It's
said, totally.
definitely green. Like,
It's
and you're,
green. It is
I
so
was
green. So
even,
green that I thought I would never like it.
I
And
was
seeing juniper
surprised.
berries and lavender, I don't even know why I bought this decant. I really don't, because looking at it, I'd be like, no, I would hate this, but I'm so glad I did, because it is my second favorite Chanel after Coromandel. Like, that's on my
Yes.
top list.
Okay, but that is so, and I love this is the, like you said, never say never.
Yeah. I mean, and again, I would not go seek this out. I would not put in what's the best juniper berry perfumes, but it so works in this. It's not overly strong. Like, I can overspray and I don't feel like I'm knocking anybody down. But it's just, it evokes very good things in me. Like, I just love the way it smells. It makes me happy every time I wear it.
And I think that because you belong in Scotland, that's like the perfect scent.
Yes. And Farrah said, I always feel like I just walked in a forest with a tweed jacket. Yes. When we were in Scotland, Chad got a custom tweed suit.
Did he?
Yes. He has always wanted a custom tailored, like, they had to ship it to us. I don't know how many weeks later, but like, and it is my favorite thing he owns, the vest and everything. He looks so good in it. And this, he could wear that with this. Or he could wear this with that, and it would be perfect. So yes.
Okay, this is a perfect little segue, because in Farrah here is the cause of this. So Farrah had DM me that I must get the Celine, and this is, I don't know if I'm supposed to say parade or parade, because I'm American. I was like, parade.
Yeah.
I heard somebody call it parade really, beautifully. So anyways, but this is in the same, a little bit of the same genre that you just talked about.
Okay.
Okay. So this one, though, is very citrusy, but it has that forest. It's got some of this like green element to it.
Right.
And again, I also do not gravitate towards, I like them, but I don't really buy them. If that, you know what I mean? Like, I can smell them and appreciate them, but I'm not somebody who like, it isn't something that I feel like on my chemistry wears the best. And she was so cute because my mom wore 4711. You know that one?
Yep.
And it's very aromatic. And she wore all those aromatics and the citrusy. And that just was like, she was like, this is elevated 4711.
Okay.
And this has some neroli in it, bergamot, vetiver, oak moss, and musk. So this is going to be to me, it smells like a very French perfume, meaning understated, but in that super elegant, I don't know, it's just, there's this a little bit of that, I feel like some sort of that earthiness in here. Oak moss. It's like really elegant. It's super well balanced. This is like an everyday, scent that you're not like, when in doubt, you would wear that. And it's definitely going to have the sort of this clean and airy.
It probably lasts a whole lot longer than 4711, because isn't that a cologne? Like, it doesn't last very long at all. It's a favorite for a reason. But yeah, I'm sure that one lasts longer.
She would go through bottles of it, but it's not very expensive. But she just, she like that, like white linen 4711. And so this one is just, it has a lot of, I'm definitely getting bergamot when I open it. When it opened up, it's just very elegant, just, I don't know. It's really funny, but I laugh because she's
pretty
like,
packaging too. Is that like the travel spray?
We've decided, after much going back and forth, she was like, because the bottles from Celine are gorgeous. But this is the travel.
I mean, that's really pretty for a travel spray.
And you get a really good deal because you get 2 of the perfumes. And
Okay.
we got the Cologne Celeste and this one for the fresh. And then I want to get black tie, but these are like the inserts are $55.
I feel like I texted you about doing that one time because
Yes.
I got a sample of black tie and I loved it so much, but I just talked myself out of it because it did not last on me like
And
at all. But there's other ones that I want to try from them. So I need to get like a discovery set and then do that.
I think that you should do this with me.
Okay. I mean,
Because
see how
now,
easy it is to convince me to do something when it comes to
because
perfume.
I was thinking what would be so good though is now I can try all of them. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I can get, because they have the cute little set, the discovery set, but they're
Yeah.
Denvers, and I really like spray.
Oh yeah, no, I'm glad to know that. I would not want
And I
Davers.
feel like I smelled this whole line when I was in Paris. And oh yeah, and we were able to do this through Nordstrom, by the way.
Okay.
So but I smelled this whole line when I was in Paris, but then I couldn't decide because you
Yeah.
know you're just like, oh, how many purchases and is this gonna be? But the Celine aesthetic, I don't know. I'm really happy, but it's all her fault.
What's the other one that I smelled that I really like? Is it called Dan Paris? Is that?
That's what I they sent me a sample of that,
Oh,
and
I really like that one.
I really like that one. I was laughing because, and that's the other thing. You get this, you get 2 of the travels, and then you get a couple of the other. But
Have
now
you
I can,
smelled Nightclub?
Yes.
What do you
I
think about that
mean,
one? I haven't smelled it,
oh,
but it seems very like
I really liked, like, honestly, when I was going down the line, I think that's why I couldn't pick. They
yeah,
definitely have a Celine DNA that I feel like you smell throughout all of them.
right.
So as you're smelling them, you know, all of a sudden you get confused, like, "Oop, I like this one. I like that one." Like, there's definitely a DNA, kind of like Chanel has their
Yep.
DNA. There's a Celine DNA that I smell throughout them all. And I really liked that one too for something a
Really?
little bit
Okay.
more. Yeah, I thought they were all, I would be worried they wouldn't be rich enough,
Yeah. Well, I
you
think
know.
that was my issue with black ties that I just couldn't. I absolutely loved the way it smelled, but I could not get any longevity out of it.
I love it. Okay, so here it is, everybody. It is a Parisian girl wearing a white button down with ballet shoes, meeting friends for a
Love it.
day in the park. I'm
I
gonna
love
say,
describing perfumes with outfits. It
yeah,
makes me
and
understand them.
this is effervescent. It is just, there's a sparkliness. I think that's where
Mhm.
the 4711's coming from.
Yeah.
Like there's something like that, and it smells very classy. I hope that we get to wear like little. I don't own them, but I always want to get those little Chanel
Oh,
ballet
yeah.
flats.
The ballet flats. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm imagining that she's wearing. I guess I should be wearing Celine, but anyway, so this was a fun. So thank you, Farah, for being a bad influence. I was like, what are you doing to me?
Okay.
Okay, so that I went on a little bit. Go ahead on that. It just seemed
Okay.
like it kind of mixed.
I think I'm going to talk about I'll save my other green one for later. So I'll talk about the new one, and this might segue something for you too.
Oh, good.
The
Oh,
brand new Ormond Jane
I
release.
want. Yes.
Okay, let me find it. It is called Vanille
I'm.
Day, y'all. Afriques.
Is this amazing? I'm like really
So good.
dying.
It is
Okay.
so good. So they sent me over the 10 mil travel spray.
Ooh.
And honestly, at first I was like, oh, I don't know. And this is reminiscent of something to me. And I don't know what it is. It's nothing I have in my collection, at least not that I can think of. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It is powdery, musky, vanilla, iris, woody, earthy. Now, I have never smelled the D Iris or whatever from Ormond Jane, which I don't think they have anymore. A lot of
Yeah.
people thought that they basically just renamed this
Oh,
and and said, but Ormond Jane came out and said that no, that was not the case. This is a totally different scent. But again, I have never smelled that one. Oh man, it's good. It has, let me get to it. orris, magnolia, jasmine, osmanthus, carrot seeds, coriander, pink pepper, bergamot, 2 vanillas, musk, cedar, vetiver, and amber.
Ooh.
And oh my goodness, it's so good.
Okay,
Somebody
this
said
one
on
I'm like,
it's so good. Somebody said on Fragrantica that it reminded them of Iris Malakon, and I
oh,
can see the reminding aspect of it, but it is definitely not anywhere near the same. It just kind
okay.
of has that like earthy, powdery undertone. Like Iris Malakon is not like a super girly iris scent to me. It's very earthy, and that's
Yes.
kind of what this gives me too. But it's also very feminine to my nose. Like I don't
Okay.
know that I would want Chad to even try to pull this off. This evokes like femininity to me.
Okay.
Definitely get a little bit of the powder, definitely get the iris, definitely get that vanilla. Those are the
That's what's
main standouts. But it just has that, and maybe it's the cedar and vetiver that are doing it, but it does have that like earthy undertone to it, which reminds me of spring. So for
I
some
know
reason.
because I feel like right now also we are smelling like the rain and the
Yeah.
dew and the mulch. Like
Yes, it is. It's like
mulching
it just
earthy.
it smells like that to me, but it's also like I don't want to say mature in a bad way. When I say mature, it's not like, my grandma would wear it in the 80s. When I say mature, it means like I've got my stuff together. Like,
Yes.
don't come at me. I have been there. I've done that. I have the wisdom to back it up. Don't tell me I don't know something. I have lived my life. That is what mature
I
is to me.
go woman. I love
Yes.
that.
And that's what this gives.
Okay, I am dying on that one because
Yeah.
do you think I would like it or is
I
it
do think you would like it. It's full bottle worthy. Like I will probably run through this season, and I'm gonna buy a full bottle. Yeah,
because the bottle also looked
I love Ormond Jane bottles. Like I love Ormond Jane, but yeah, it's
we're both huge fans of Ormond Jane, I would
yes,
say. Like, and that's another one that I feel like there's a DNA
there is.
that's in Ormond Jane that you
Yep.
will peek out. It does that. Can you smell it in that? It's almost like green a little bit.
Yeah, it does have like all of theirs have some kind of green undertone, and I would say that yes, I could probably pick it out in that. But I also would say it's different than any other Ormond Jane that I have.
That's
Or,
okay.
because I have 3 full bottles and a couple of decants otherwise, and it sets itself apart.
That's
to
what
me.
I wondered.
Yeah.
Now I'm wishing I should have brought Champaka.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really
Yeah.
I did. That would have been a good.
So would
I
woman, Ormond Jane woman. Like when I think of green, that's the first thing I think of.
So I actually met her. She came to Portland and
I
she
remember
went to
that.
Perfumery
Yeah.
and she signed my little bottle
Yeah.
and she's so cool. Like she's teeny.
Yeah.
Like
I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where she's being
yeah,
like interviewed and she
she's
seems so like down to earth and
she's so
yeah.
cool. I was
Yeah.
just like, so it made me like the brand even more.
Yeah.
Okay, so playing off that, I pulled out. We were both gonna, do this together, and then she had the new one. Okay, so this one, number one, of course, this is spring right here in this beautiful bottle here. Oh, and this is a delicate. I mean, I feel like this has more oomph to it than it like when you think of it, but I would say it was more of a delicate cherry blossom floral. So this would be for those like before when I was doing this was the big explosion. This one's going to be delicate, but it's still a floral fragrance.
Yeah.
But it's got that it has that DNA
It
from
definitely has that. This one has the DNA. It's almost like they took woman and added cherry blossom to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we both love woman and like that is such signature. Like I never get sick of that's another one I feel like when in doubt and when I want to feel like super confident. I love that.
I think we both talked about that in our signature scent video.
Yes.
Because it totally is.
I like that. I love that description though, because if you like woman, and this one has a touch of vanilla.
A little bit, yeah.
I didn't. I was just, when I looked at the notes, that was not standing out to me that this
But
had.
what stands out to me is the woman in cherry blossom, like,
Yeah.
because it has such a deep, like, green undertone to it.
Yeah. This green, and
Yep.
then it's got a little touch of almond in here, soft.
Okay. Yeah.
And I wouldn't have, that's what I'm saying. It's fun to kind of first smell it and smell
Yeah.
what you smell. And then when I read the notes, I was like, okay, I am getting a little bit of touch of soft, very
Yep.
soft almonds.
So usually Chad loves like a vanilla, like a
Yeah.
gourmand or
But
something. Every time I wear this and walk out of my room, get into the car, he always says, "Man, you smell good."
yeah,
And it's never one that I would think he would like based on other ones that he likes. But
yeah.
there's something about this. I don't know if it's how my chemistry works with it or just in general that he loves.
I feel like it has that, again, kind of going to that green DNA.
Mhm.
Like there's something a little fresh in here. I kind of feel like sometimes those little fresher, I don't know. He likes.
I just know that this screams spring. Like
Yeah,
out of the 4 seasons, spring is definitely when this shines.
yeah. And it just is so darn
I
pretty.
love the bottle.
I love the bottle, love the brand, love her. So at first we were both like, okay, didn't we both say, ooh, for the.
Yes. Yes. We both were like, well, we know we're going to put Sakura. And then we're like, oh, well, we can both talk about that. I love the bottle. I love Ormond Jane bottles. This one, I so wish that they still had.
Which
You've
one
never
is?
smelled it? Bukhara?
Oh,
Did you ever smell it? It was one that they made for like a hotel or some kind of place. And I had to email them and ask if I could buy it from them because I
yes,
loved it so much. And they were like,
yes.
sure, just we'll send you an invoice. That their customer service is so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can still get this because that was last year, but that's another one that Chad taught. It's anytime I wear an Ormond Jane, he's like, man, you smell good.
I feel like you sent me that and I liked it. And then I think that I was too afraid to ask to buy it.
I'm not afraid. If they want to take I'll give my money. If you just want to take it, I'll give it to you.
Oh my God, I was like, oh, because they no longer make it. I love it. Okay. I love that. Is it your turn?
Is it my turn? Because I talked so much about Sakura, I got confused. Okay.
I
will go to the other green one since we're on a roll. The last one's not green. But this is something I just got a decant of. And it actually came in my Scentbird. And I did not pick this out because I just didn't have anything in my queue. So they send you whatever like their scents of the month are if you don't have anything in your queue. And when I first got it, I'm like, I meant to put something in my queue, right? I was mad that I didn't get something that I picked out, but it ended up being so good. It's from Joe Loves. Now, Joe Loves is Joe Malone. Yes. And these are not kind of like Joe Malone. They don't last that long. That's not what I'm looking for when I use this. I'm looking for the scent. Now, however, I sprayed this almost 2 hours ago and I can still smell it very well. This is the Joe Loves Cobalt, Patchouli, and Cedar.
Oof.
Y'all know I had to put a patchouli in here. Like,
yes, I was waiting for that. I was like,
I can't not have something that has a strong patchouli in it. It would not be a Mandy perfume video if I didn't. And this is, let me see if it says, it just says woody aromatic fragrance. And it has grapefruit on the top. And usually I don't love the citrus. A strong citrus. Lemon is probably the worst citrus for me because it very often pulls pledge. But I get the citrus from the grapefruit, but it's not overwhelming. It has geranium, vetiver, patchouli, and cedar. And sometimes geranium does not work for me. Yeah. There have been other scents where it's been geranium and it was too much. This is very smooth. I really mostly get a woody patchouli out of it, which is what the name suggests. So it was named properly. It is green because it's a woody patchouli. It's fresh because it's a woody patchouli. It is not a dirty one. It's not a chocolate patchouli. It's not like that. It is very just earthy and fresh. And definitely could work as a very unisex scent. Like I could wear it, Chad could wear it. It's going to smell good on everybody.
Yum.
But if you like patchouli, it's definitely one to get your nose on. Like, even if it doesn't last that long. But again, on paper, it's lasting a lot longer than I feel like. I probably get like 3 hours, maybe.
And it could be one of those where you just enjoy it and
and then you move on to something else, or you respray it, or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want something that's going to last 24 hours. I'll pick patchouli magnetic if I do. But that one is, I mean, if you're a patchouli lover like me, it's definitely one to get your nose on because I love it.
And that's a fun like offshoot from Jo Malone. Like there's a lot of, I smelled a bunch of those and I like, they were very likable.
They sent me because I have the one that has 2 where I get 2 a month, and the other one was also from Jo Loves, and it was pomelo.
Yes.
Pomelo. And I think it was 2. It's not bad.
Is it too?
Yeah, it's bad. No, I don't like that.
Too citrus.
It's too citrusy.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Well, no. I mean, I think that it's like I don't want to smell like that. I
it almost smells like a
great
air freshener.
Like I actually like that to eat it, but I don't want that.
See, I don't like to eat it. And that's another thing. There's very few foods that I don't like.
A little too, whereas I want to eat it, not smell like it.
I don't want to do either. I don't like that one. But patchouli and cedar is great.
Okay. I'm actually have a good night. Okay. I'm actually gonna go to another one since we've been talking about kind of these woods and a little bit of earthiness.
Yes.
And this one is from Oak Essentials. And this is a new discovery. It's actually Jenny Kane perfume.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. I was wondering when you told me about it, I'm like, I have never heard of that.
Okay. So I love Jenny Kane as a brand, and it is California casual. I've lived in California twice. Like this to me, when I smelled this, I was like, okay, it just transported me to Monterey Peninsula, Pacific Grove. I'm Big Sur. I'm trying to think if you haven't been to that part of the country, but think of all the trees. You've got the Pacific Ocean with all its majesty, but it's very, tree, and you just sort of wake up and you go for a walk, and like you come in and you still smell like that outdoors. You smell like the trees and that, like probably when you're in Scotland, you know what I mean? That air just kind of takes over
to you.
Yes. And so then it's got a little layer of violet florals, and then it's violet santal. So it's creamy sandalwood, little bit of violets in here. It's got in the top, which I didn't know, it's described as being violet crisp amber. And I would say that crispness really, that's a good word here. California woods. It has a little bit of lemon in here, but not pledge. So like when I first, I didn't smell the lemon. It's lemon and saffron. So I think maybe
I love saffron.
Yeah. So, cause I wouldn't have been like, oh, lemon at all. And then it's got violet magnolia bamboo. And then in the base, it's creamy sandalwood, blonde woods, and crisp amber, which I've never really, amber's like warm a lot.
Yeah, you wouldn't think of it as something that's crisp.
So this one is going to be kind of light and vibrant. Like when you think about that California casual lifestyle, it's not going to be heavy or anything like that. There's going to be a slight outdoorsiness, I would say, very like every day. Like again, kind of one of those where you just want to smell good.
Right.
But this just smells, it really does smell like it really took me to California into a specific, I think we were in Forest Grove, I think like maybe a year ago. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it smells like that, like that place in general. So, anyways, I've really been enjoying this, and I did not know that they had these are clean they clean perfumes. As far as longevity, I'm not somebody that perfume eats, like it doesn't just, I always feel bad because these are lighter. I wouldn't say that it was like, oh my gosh, I just have this huge scent trail, but it's not meant to be.
Right.
And so I think it's, again, kind of a great spring when I think of something a little lighter and brighter and
softer and not as heavy.
It's perfect for that. And you are wearing like a little light sweater because it's never that warm in California.
Right.
So definitely a good one, but I wanted to mention this because then since I talked about a couple people have bought it and they were like, okay, I love it.
How expensive are they?
This is, I think, $90.
That's not bad.
Or 80. Oh, I have a code, everybody.
Right.
And Abby Bliss 15. So I think it makes it 80 something. I don't know.
That's not bad.
They're not super
I'll
expensive.
have to look at the other scents.
They have candles that go with it.
Okay.
And I think that might be another thing is this one, you would love it as a candle.
Yeah,
so sometimes there's like scents that you're like, okay, I really like it, but it smells like a candle. Do I want to smell like the candle? And I could see.
Then I have some candles that I'm like, man, I wish I had a perfume that smelled like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I could see somebody really liking their house smelling like this.
Yeah.
Like, walk in, you'd be like, so it's inviting. It's a good, we would hug and you would be like,
oh, you smell good.
Okay.
I have one more.
Yep.
Do you have one more too?
I do.
Are we on our last ones? Okay. So going off the whole like clean perfume, here's the thing about that. I have too much perfume to care about a clean perfume. Like that is not me personally, but I know there's a lot of other people who do. And this one's definitely marketed that way. I was sent a discovery set of this because this brand just launched perfume and fragrance like a month ago. And a friend of mine sent me the discovery set and hold on. Sorry, Court texted me. And I had a couple of them because they had come out with some rollerballs at Christmas. This is Beauty Counter, by the way. And I had a couple of them because I got the rollerballs, but I hadn't smelled the other 4. I think there was 4 other ones or 3 other ones. And I really liked this one. So I bought the full size and it's called Second Skin. First of all, I really like this bottle. I don't know what it is about this bottle. I love the frosted glass and I love the top. So good job on the bottle, Beauty Counter. But the Second Skin, I don't know. I asked Abby before we came on because she has the discovery set. And she smelled these. And I was like, this smells like something to me.
And it was funny.
But I don't know what.
We both
it says it's citrus, white flower, powdery, warm, spicy, woody. It's got a lot of citrus on the top, which again, I would not have. And it includes lemon, pink grapefruit, blood orange, bergamot, lemon. I guess I get that, but that's not like.
It's not.
Lily of the Valley, cinnamon leaf, not cinnamon, cinnamon leaf, jasmine, rose, sandalwood, vanilla, amber, and musk. I cannot tell you what this smells like. I really can't.
It has, I left because independently, not knowing that you were picking that, because I reviewed the little discovery set and the one that I loved was that one. And I was like, I would buy a full bottle. Like it's on my list to get. And I loved it. And I had the same sort of, I don't know if it's nostalgia.
It is. It brings me back to something, and I cannot, for the life of me, remember. It'll be one of those things I wake up at 4:00 in the morning one night and be like, "That's it." But until that happens, I can't remember. Do you have the discovery set next to you?
Yes, because let me. I
spray it because I feel like.
I want to spray it because I immediately I was going through, and there. By the way, these are all good.
They're all good.
I
really like the green one too. That I had that one in a rollerball, and I have been wearing this out at the gym. This is one that I'll put on because you can spray and spray and spray, and it will not overpower. It's pleasant. I feel like everybody's gonna love it.
So good, honestly. Because this was the immediate one. I was going down the row, and I was like. and then I was like, okay, this is the one.
Yeah. The only one I don't like is the Sunspill. I think that's what
Yeah,
it's
I
called.
didn't
It's too
like that
citrusy.
one. I wondered if my nose was it was the last one, but I didn't like that one
Yeah.
as much.
It was a little too much citrus,
This
but this
is
one,
so,
y'all, I'm sorry. This is no help to you at all. I cannot tell you what this smells like other than it's very good. It is not going to offend anybody. It
no,
brings me back to somewhere. It shines in the gym. It's not too heavy.
but it's also not too clean. Do you
No,
know
no, it's
do you
not like a super musky.
Yes, maybe
Yeah,
that's why we like it, because I like clean fragrances, but it's gotta be, if it goes too like cleaning
yeah,
edge, or and
yeah,
the thing,
no, yeah. It's not that at all. It's gonna drive. It has been driving me insane ever since I
okay,
smelled the
if you any of you,
discovery
because
scent.
I had something too where I was like, oh, I've smelled this
Yeah,
before, but I don't know if it's a perfume. I feel like it's a something we've smelled in
it might be something like some kind of personal care product I grew up with, or I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know, but it's something. It is like
And
it sparked something in my olfactory memory sense, but I can't put my finger on what it is. However, it is very spring appropriate. It's really all year round.
yeah,
Because I do think the name Second Skin is very appropriate. It just smells good. Like
but
there's nothing in it that's offensive.
but
I
it's
just it
also
smells
not
good.
too soft. I think when I read that, I was like, oh, it's gonna be too like soft.
No, you think it's gonna be like a skin scent, but it's
Yes,
not. Yeah.
it's not.
But it's
Mm,
also not so overpowering that I can't wear 4 or 5 sprays, go to the gym, because I sometimes if I don't have something like that, and I only have like 3 or 4 scents in my entire collection that I'm like, I can feel comfortable spritzing on before I go to the gym, because I don't want to
yeah,
knock someone down. But I
yeah.
do like as I sweat, and I do like smelling good versus sweaty. So
Yeah.
that's a perfect scent for that.
It is actually, and I mean, it's good beyond that, but I
Yeah.
love that. Mm, okay, I
So
love that too, and we're gonna have to, like, you know what? When you're up at 4, or
I will write it down in my notes on
well,
my
just
phone and I'll
text
text
me.
you.
Text
Yeah.
me then, because you'll forget. Okay, bringing up the rear here, last one. And this is a new release from Killian, and this is Sun Kissed Goddess. And this one made me laugh because, again, it was another one of you all subscribers being like, "Oh, you have to get you have to get your nose on this," because I am not somebody who typically likes coconut fragrances, or even like tropical. I have to be like in the mood, because I don't really live in an environment where, you know what I mean.
That
I don't know.
shine. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, though, is a fresh, and I am going to use the word that this does smell a little bit like suntan lotion, but in the best way
Okay.
possible.
I don't dislike those, honestly. I
Okay.
mean, talk about nostalgia.
Yeah. And this one makes me, okay, remember, I'm aging myself, but Band de Soleil, the
Oh, yeah.
orange gel,
Yep.
like, we were laughing because, like, sunblock was not a thing. We were like, we want to put
No,
oil on. We want to,
it was like SPF 4 oil,
it
it wasn't
wasn't
even
SPF.
SPF, but it was like 4 or 3. And I'm like, why even list that? Like,
And you know how perfectly
yeah.
like, remember, like, it was like that was your goal, okay?
Yep.
And that's why I'm afraid to say I even did do tanning booth back in the day. Like,
Yep.
now I regret, like, now that sun damage and all that. But
Mhm.
regardless, I think of Band de Soleil. So think in that realm, if that yummy smell, I think it still smells like that. But as far as the coconut, because we've talked about this
Yes.
too, is that this to me did not, it has a slight suntan lotion, but the coconut to me would be like where you're actually like hacking off a coconut and you're drinking that fresh coconut water,
Yep.
not like coconut.
Right.
It just had sort of there's a little in the background, okay,
Right.
as far as, because I remember you were like, and
Sometimes coconut notes don't agree with my skin chemistry.
and this is like beachy, like you're going
Yeah.
on, oh, you know what? I should send this through the thing because you're
Right.
going to St. Thomas, because that is like exactly where this fragrance belongs.
Okay.
I love this.
Relaunch of the Miami Vice collection. from
Oh,
2018. Love the way you feel love.
I love it.
Oh, I love Manoy. I
Yes.
love Manoy.
So
Okay, now I've
this is
really
what
got to
I
try
that's what I was saying. Like if I could just hand this to you, I'd be like, take it to St.
that.
Thomas.
Right.
You are gonna love this. Um, literally, I would be happy to. That's why we need to live next door. But
Tell me about it.
beachy. It has a little bit of vanilla in here, a little Gaiac wood. I think it's what I think it is it's got a nice balance where it doesn't go too
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 coconutty.
no. And I
No.
also want to say, like, even when I wear it and I don't tan, so it's not very satisfying or
Right.
anything for me. I feel like I like wearing a white sundress with a nice little tan, like I'm the Band de Soleil lady, even though I don't get to be all golden
Right.
goddess like
Right.
her. But I think of my hat and the cute white linen sundress, and I just feel like I'm
I
drinking
don't
that.
have time to go get it because my Sephora doesn't have it, and I don't have time to get to
When
Nordstrom.
are you leaving? I swear to God.
Sunday, but I have 8,000 things to do beforehand.
Wait, Sunday?
Yeah.
I'm saying
Nothing
I could send this to you.
I'll pay for overnight. I'll send you a Venmo for overnight.
I'm being serious because this
Not
would
that,
be,
yeah, just like a little 2 mil, just because I feel like it would go with St. Thomas. Like
I know, but I feel like you need the whole experience.
you are not sending me the whole bottle. No,
You see,
are not
you
doing that.
guys, I'd
Because
be
I can't
happy.
promise
I
I'm
was
going
like,
to send it back.
I was like, oh, here you go. Yeah, you need to just send this to you because I feel like it would be perfect for that.
It sounds like it. Well, when Farrah said Manoy, I'm like, oh, that's right up my alley. Because honestly, Beauty Counter used to have a body balm that was a Manoy body balm, and it was,
Ooh,
I
yes.
mean, heaven. I flipping love. And then I got a Sephora Manoy lotion. Anything that has Manoy in it, I love.
So that's why I'm saying, and I think also you would like, that's it's not too dense. Like there's a little bit of, that's what, and don't you want to be the little Band de Soleil lady?
I mean, yeah, I just want people to tell me it smells good. Like,
without the sun damage. Yes. Okay.
The Body Shop Manoy, y'all, the Body Shop closed all U.S. operations. They ceased all U.S. sales.
Really?
Out of nowhere. Like a couple of weeks ago, I saw it on like a news article and I was like, oh, hold up. Because they make my favorite eye makeup remover. And I went on, you can't get on their site. You can't. I was just at the Tampa airport last week. They had a Body Shop in the airport. It had bars all over the windows. Oh, horrible. Horrible.
I didn't even know about this eye makeup remover. You would have hoarded.
Fabulous. It was fabulous.
Better
I can't find it anywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That was a little rant, but I'm really upset about it.
Okay. I know.
Yeah, I need to try it.
So these were our and then I'd mentioned at the beginning, but just so you know, I'm getting this tomorrow, so we couldn't include it.
That's okay. A sample is fine.
Oh, but this is the new Chanel launch, and that's Comet. I want to be French.
Comet. No, that's just how I would say it because I'm from where I'm from.
This one is this like yummy bitter almond powder, little sweet, but not. Anyways, I will. Okay, so that's another one. So see, another reason. You guys, does it smell like the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc? This one? Not to me. And I've owned that before. It has some of similar vibes. I would say it's in that, beachy kind of vibe, but no. I wouldn't say so. There's something that one also didn't quite. There's more oomph to this one, I would say. Oomph. Beige
body oil.
I love beige.
Who needs money? What?
How are we gonna afford all this? Because this, I couldn't believe that they really.
How much is that up to now? Over 300?
It's $325. I love
Gardenia.
My word. I almost included Gardenia, but then I thought I would have this.
Woo! $350? $350?
And we used to get these for $180 and then $200 and then
Coromandel, I think it was a gift, but I think it was like $250 at that.
Yes.
And that was just like 2 years ago.
And so now these are like sacred. These are
$350.
But I think beige and gardenia are both good spring ones. We could be here all day.
Beige.
I love it. Okay.
Oh, the oils will be I'm sorry. What?
Wait.
The oils will be $350.
Wait, no way.
What?
The oils? Okay, I can't.
But then Natalie says in Canada, $310 for the 75, and Canada is always more than the US.
Okay, but I thought we were talking about these body oils are going to be that much.
Too.
Okay, this is getting, because I love a good body oil. But
how are they going to charge more for the body oil than they do? What? It is $450 in Canada for the oil. Oh my word.
Because is it so condensed? You know what? No, this is too much. This is like,
there's no way that body oils, the scent is going to last as long as their perfume. Right?
I mean, I guess unless, it's like the dense oil, but I'm imagining it's going to be like no. Okay. No. Come on.
You cannot do it. Text me every time you're tempted, Abby. I will bring you down off the ledge.
You have to do. I know. I love that one. Yes, Joe Malone sage.
Yes, I love wood sage and sea salt.
Yeah. Oh, it's a
and it's a dabber. Nope. Not that's good, Sarah. You just saved me $350.
I need your help though, because when I'm gonna be tempted, Farrah, you gotta stop. This woman, she needs to stop. She has been like literally, I was like, had no intention.
But it's a dabber, Abby. You don't want a dabber.
I don't like dabber. But on Sunday, she's like, we have to get this. We want to be Parisian girls. Oop, I wore red lipstick to be my Parisian girl. I was like, well, yes, I do want to be that. So, okay. So real quick, what do we want to do next time? Because I guess we could like get the $350 oils.
No, we're not. Nope, not going to have the oil. That's like Farrah says, we're staying strong. Usually, I feel like we end up doing these like once every other month. That's usually how it ends up. So that would put us oh my word, where is our life going? That would put us in June.
Oh my gosh.
Good night.
I'm going to be going to Rome, but
when? Early June? Late June?
Early.
Okay.
Because we need help picking because I probably have something good I must get over there.
So should we wait until after you get back from Rome?
No.
So that you can buy something there?
No, we're going to go ahead of time so that I know. Okay, summer fruity.
Has spoken. Summer fruity scents.
Vacation perfumes. Okay. Because you're going on to St. Bart's. You're going to be
St. Thomas. I want to go to St. Bart's too.
Sorry, St. Thomas.
I have to get me some. I'll get me a perfume there. I get something everywhere I go.
Who's going to be the first one to cave and get the body oil? Farrah.
Not I, said Mandy the human. Not going to happen.
She's not responding. Okay. Well, I love all this. We'll be doing something in the genre of summer.
Something summer, yeah.
And vacation-y, because that's what we're going to all do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. As always, you guys, I feel doomed. I have to get you back for the, she's like, okay, you all are so wonderful. And we always have so much fun doing this. And thank you. And Mandy, you're so fun.
I mean, never have to thank me. This is one of my favorite times of the month when we get on here and talk perfume.
Me too.
Yes.
You guys all have a wonderful evening. Bye.